In this episode, we talk about the differences between the SAT and the ACT.
Change. Your thinking has to shift. Shift your thinking into learning.
You have to continue to grow, because if not, you're not going to make it. There are many differences to the ACT versus SAT. Today in this short video, we're going to talk about some of the key differences so you can figure out which one is best for you. I absolutely recommend you take both so you can actually see where you're scoring, and then you can refine it on the one that you're best at for your second testing administration. The SAT has more of a weight on math. Approximately half or 50% of your score is going to come from the math section, so that's something you want to look at to see if that's one of your strengths. If you haven't done well in some of your math classes, it's not your aptitude, you may be in favor of the ACT. The SAT has two math sections. One is no calculators allowed, and the other one allows a calculator, and the ACT allows a calculator for all of the math questions. SAT has less geometry questions. The ACT has more and in-depth geometry questions. Both tests in totality are pretty close in total duration of time. The SAT gives more time per question. The ACT is a little bit faster paced.
You have 45 minutes, begin. All right, pencils down. What?
One of the most noticeable differences is as the SAT does not have a science section at all. In the ACT, 25% of that test comes from science and more critical thinking science and being able to read graphs and charts than actual direct science knowledge. But there's an entire section devoted to that on the ACT that there is not on the SAT, and that's why we talked about with math being heavily favored on the SAT. In the ACT, it's not. It would just make up a quarter a component, and so the science in the ACT would make up a quarter of the component as well, 25%. Really comes down to what are your strengths, but you should take at least a practice exam of both to see. So sometimes you think something is your strength, and I've seen it happen a few times where they'll do better on the test that they didn't think they would do as great on, and then we can go from there and raise those particular scores because they seem to have the natural aptitude. So although you'll have a pretty good idea with your academics and what comes natural to you, whether you prefer a science section and a little bit less weight on your math, or whether you prefer more math, no science section, etc. Those are things that you can start thinking about, but take both, analyze both, and then the key is to retake your best one, the one that you're best suited for, and see if you can raise that score a little bit. This video is just meant to touch on a few of the different basics so you have an idea about the test. In the future, we will be dissecting a little bit more into a plan of action once you decide which test that you want to narrow in on and what your study hours